Have you ever wondered if the hardest Linux distribution is actually as hard as people say? Or maybe you've seen someone's rise online and thought, how long did that take? I wanted to answer both of these questions by actually installing and using Arch Linux with almost zero experience. I was walking in with 1 hour of C language and a vague memory of using Ubuntu once. I also gave myself one rule: no graphical installer, no Arch install, or terminal. So when I sat down and booted the ISO for the first time, the reality of what I'd signed up for hit pretty fast. There's no desktop, no welcome screen, just a blinking cursor staring back at you, waiting. A quick search led me to the Arch wiki, which is essentially the holy scripture of this entire distribution. And I want to be clear, without it, none of this would have been possible. The documentation is genuinely incredible. First problem, I had to decide how to split up my drive manually, format the partitions, and mount them myself. Coming from Windows, where an installer just figures all of this out for you, this felt like being handed the engine parts of a car and told to put it together before you're allowed to drive. Eventually, I got it done. Then came the base install, configuring the system locale, setting the time zone, generating an init ramps, installing a bootloader. Each of this is its own rabbit hole. And there's the thing about Arch. After all of that, when you finally reboot, you still don't have a desktop. You get a login prompt, because Arch doesn't assume you want a graphical interface. You have to install one yourself. So I did. I picked GNOME. And there it was, a desktop. My desktop. The philosophy behind all of this is something called KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. The idea is that your system should only contain what you actually put there, just the bare minimum, and then whatever you choose to add on top. And Arch takes this seriously. The other big thing about Arch is that it's a rolling release. There are no version numbers, no Arch Linux 24.04. New kernel drops, you get it. New software versions, you get them. You're always on the cutting edge, which is exciting, right up until an update breaks everything, which does happen, but that's where the community comes in. The Arch forums and the wiki between them cover basically every problem you will ever run into. I also discovered the Hour, the Arch user repository. It's a massive collection of packages contributed by the community. It's almost certainly in the Hour. There were moments during this whole process where I genuinely thought I had broken everything. Black screens after updates, a graphic driver conflict. I spent an entire evening debugging, and when I finally had a fully working, fully customized system, one I had assembled myself piece by piece, I understood why people talk about Arch the way they do. Is that the process of building it teaches you how Linux actually works. By the end, you know what every part of your system does. Is it worth it? I think so.